Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Super Saiyan God Goku is confirmed to be the Saiyan Day unit in a couple of days. So, now it seems like a couple of things are falling into place, right? We're going to get God Goku's first Dokkan Fest, which he needs. Into God Goku's LR, he got his EZN Global last month. He's probably going to be coming, for this Saiyan Day celebration for JP. And, I kind of bet that Beerus and Whis right here, they're probably going to EZ on both versions at the same time. So sort of going into the celebration, I'm expecting that this character right here is going to EZ on Global and JP, and then JP will probably also get the Int LR God Goku, right? Now, another thing that is, I guess sort of convenient here is I believe Beerus and Whis only just got their first 200% leader skill. I believe the Int LR DBZ Kid Gohan, this guy right here, he gives a 200% leader skill to Bond of Master and Disciple. This is why these Carnival LRs are actually pretty decent in terms of their leader skills. They are actually legitimate leaders, which Yellow Queen LRs almost never were ever. So that is really good, right? This is now giving us more strong leader characters. And we got to deal with the nonsense of the friend system, but at least they did update the friend system and make it better. I haven't had issues using characters I've wanted recently, so I don't know if the botting was cleaned up or if whatever issue was stopped is not anniversary anymore. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like now's the perfect time to take a look at this character, how they're going to do on their sort of new 200% leader skill, right? Because let's take a look at their teams. So we have Realm of Gods, which does have essentially a 200% leader in the Resurrection F Blues, but they're 200% leader skills for Pure Saiyan, which obviously Beerus and Whis are not. They have Movie Bosses, but they're not on Transformation Boost, which is Final Form Cooler's 200%. Join Forces, there's two 200% leaders that have that. There's, Super 17, and then there's also the LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, but, their 200% are Pure Saiyan and Android, which Beerus and Whis are not on. Sibling Bond does not have a 200% leader skill. Neither does Space Traveling Warriors, the final one. And then, of course, Bond of Master and Disciple is, the major one we're on. Sibling Bond and Space Traveling Warriors are two great, I think, potential, 200% leader type candidates. Would be really good. Space Traveling Warriors led by, a Bojack Dokkan Fest or something like that, I think would be sick. That would be really good. So, all right. We kind of established this unit. This is a very old character. This is actually, I believe, the second oldest premium character that has not EZA'd yet. The oldest is LR Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He came out in December of 2017. He's not EZA'd yet. And then we have this Beerus and Whis who came out in April of 2018. The very next unit released after Beerus and Whis was Evolution Blue Vegeta and then Jiren's Dokkan Awakening at the same time. So Jiren is the oldest Dokkan Fest. So there are still a couple of characters from early 2018 and, Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the end of 2017 who is not EZA'd. So I wouldn't anticipate Beerus and Whis looking very impressive in this video, right? Let's just look at their passive really fast. So let's look at their passive. Look at this. They get 80% attack, and then they get 60% attack and defense for 5 turns after receiving an attack. Let's compare that to one of the most recent LRs that just released. Here's Carnival Int Kid Gohan. Here's what his passive looks like. Just a little bit of a difference, as you guys can see. Now, we could probably have a very solid rotation. If we put Beerus and Whis in the middle right here, their link set is Godly Power, Prodigies, Innocence, Connoisseur, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. We'd get a lot of links activated. This is 5 out of 7, but, I actually think I might do this, because I would like to see, let's see what they do without their buff. I'm actually going to do this. Let's see what they look like without their buff up, right? Which is, again, where they get hit, and they get 60% attack and defense for 5 turns. Now, this Beerus and Whis unit, back in the day, they were pretty good. They were decent. But Ki was the major issue, major concern with this Beerus and Whis character. 3.4 right there. We are getting defensive support from Piccolo, but no offensive support. But this character has always struggled for Ki. Ki has been the major issue, which again, you look at them right now, and they get no Ki whatsoever from their passive, right? And then in terms of links, they have only one that gives them Ki, Shocking Speed. So that does put them in kind of a very weird spot. I guess we'll float off Margarita right here. Margarita will be able to give, I believe, 60% support to Beerus and Whis, which is a pretty significant number right here. So in terms of how this Beerus and Whis EZA could be made to be very good, again, their kit is so basic that they need everything. At bare minimum, right, Beerus and Whis, I feel like giving them, to me, I feel like dodge would make sense for a Beerus and Whis character. I would like to see them get some sort of major defensive tool, guard, damage reduction, or dodge. I mean, we're just at that point where you have to have one of those three or cooking up, 700k plus defense. So I would like to see one of those. This is going to be, I think, all 7 links activated right here, yeah. However, we don't have our passive up. Let's put them in slot 1 to get that passive up. That's probably a little bit more important right here. Okay, so we're at 124k defense right there. Again, that is going to go up after we super attack, because we are, again, going to now have our passive activated, which is the 60% attack and defense for 5 turns. I think an easy way this Beerus and Whis could be buffed would be if they were given the ability to, get key when they get hit as well. Like, I don't know. So we need to cook up, like, a strong defensive tool for them. I would think that, at the very least, their super attack effects on their 12 key, you recover 7% HP. On the 18 key super, you recover 12% HP. Those numbers are fine, but we need at least 30% defense on each super attack effect as well. You just can't be a top-tier character these days and not get, like, defense from super attack effects or have strong defensive abilities or something, right? It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You've got to have these characters having the strong tools capable, to get these abilities. Key, it looks like throughout this run, is going to continue to be an issue, by the way, because the unit just struggles for keys. So that's another thing, right? Well, let me just quickly double check. What does God Goku get now after his EZA in terms of key? I believe he does get quite a bit sort of added in there, right? So God Goku, he gets 2 key at the start of turn. Then he gets 1 key, per pure Saiyan and hybrid Saiyan ally in the team. And then he gets another 3 key for the first 10 turns. So it's like, you see, like, these top tier LRs these days, you're just getting all of this key sort of for free in your kit. So I would think we're going to anticipate seeing the same thing there. I did bring orb changing, so this would turn tech orbs into AGL. Yeah, so even with these orb changing items, we're still not going to be able to get what I wanted. This is a really good turn for Beerus and Whis, right? We have a huge amount of support right here, but unfortunately, we're just not really able to get the... Well, no, well, I guess I could... Well, actually, because we would change those tech orbs right there. Maybe we're good. Let's take a look here. So we have all this. That does get us a 24 key. Beautiful. Okay, so let's hit this. So this is 6 out of 7 links activated and a huge amount of support, right? We're getting the support from the STR BEERUS. Remember, he supports Worthy Rival. And then, of course, we're also getting the support from Margarita as well. Huge support. So let's see what number Beerus and Whis cook up for us on this turn. And they get up to 8.1. See, like, they were... Keep in mind, this unit is 5 years old. This is a 5 years old character putting up numbers like that. I mean, obviously, you guys could figure out that 5 years ago, the damage they're doing is kind of like, oh, wow. Like, they're kind of cooking here a little bit. So it's, if they are given strong defense and key, they could be interesting. Now, before this unit would become, I guess, some sort of super mega top tier menace, though, I mean, we probably should really examine their links, right? A lot of these certain links and stuff like that, like Connoisseur and stuff like that, they need Beerus and Whis to be good. So, like another Beerus, another Whis. STR Whis is sort of a timeless unit, this STR Whis right here, because, he has the 70% chance to dodge, and then he has the exponential defensive increases, but that defense increase doesn't really amount to much these days. But, like, if we had... like another stronger Beerus. You know what could be useful is if we got like Hakai LR Beerus, I think would be very, very good for potentially this EZA Beerus and Whis. The thing about Hakai Beerus that would be interesting is he wouldn't be on movie bosses. He would be on like nothing. Would he be on superheroes? He probably wouldn't. Like a Hakai Beerus from the Future Trunks arc would be on nothing. He wouldn't be on Future. He wouldn't be on Time Travelers. Right? Like, he would be on, like, he wouldn't be on movie bosses, movie heroes, superheroes. He wouldn't be on, like, any of those categories. So it's like a Hakai Beerus would be on very few teams, right? Because they never created a Future Trunks arc category. It's just the Future Saga category, right? Which I don't think that they would put Beerus on that, right? Like, he's in that arc, but he doesn't, like, travel to the future or anything like that, which is... You know, so that's, I think that certainly would be a little bit of an issue with a Hakai Beerus, but this Beerus and Whis, I mean, if they're going to be super good again, they do want another Beerus or another Whis unit. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off this rotation. For the most part, though, I feel like we've seen what we need to see, right? We've seen that, I mean, this Beerus and Whis unit, they will struggle for Ki heavily, mightily. Ki is going to be an issue for them. And I don't, you know, that's something that needs to be addressed with their EZA. You know, their setups on a lot of these teams are probably not going to be the craziest. I suppose another potential thing they could do, like some sort of maybe exchange Beerus and Whis, but just like a lot of these sort of godly characters, we would need, you know, stronger versions of. Again, keep in mind, it's good right now that we have not progressed forward past the 7th anniversary jump to 200% leader skills, but we have not really got none of these god characters. Like, let's look at the godly power link really quick. None of these god characters have gotten, like, anything since the 7th anniversary, right? So this is godly power. So it's like Fusion Zamasu, sure, but I mean, like, we're not dying. I guess Fusion Zamasu does have, what, godly power, fierce battle, and legendary power with Beerus and Whis. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, Champa's fodder. The Supreme Kai is like a super battle road unit. It's like, you could see that, like, and then on this godly power link, this is the 6th anniversary. Like, we just haven't really gotten any characters, you know, sort of like the angels and gods of destruction and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're ready for our 3rd Dokkan Fest Beerus. Or, I mean, Carnival LR Hakai Beerus, I think would be pretty fire. I feel like people would respond to that very positively. Carnival LR Hakai Beerus. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening at some point. Okay, so I think we do... So, Beerus and Whis, their passive, I think, would be... Is it wearing off by now? No, it's not. Actually, we do still have it. Okay, so this is good. So, we'll be able to have all 7 links activated. I guess with all 7 links activated, we should get them up to 24 Ki, huh? Let's go ahead and do that. So, we do have our passive still up, because, you know, we're still within our 5 turns right here. Let's go ahead and hit this, so they'll be at 24 Ki again with all 7 links activated. We are getting support as well from whatchamacallit, the worthy rival sub-EZA Beerus. Alright, here's Trunks and Goten. This might do a little bit of damage to him. Let's see. 200k. Okay, that's fine. I guess we could see LR Beerus and Whis. We could see them actually get their healing in. 6.62 is what they get to in this turn. Remember, this heals 12% HP right here. And then if they would additional, which they didn't, they'd get 7% HP regen. This was a character, I rainbowed Beerus and Whis a long time ago. Back in the day, me, like most of the community, it was just mindlessly, all crits, all crits, all crits, was kind of just like the status quo that I feel like most people did. Just crits, 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 crits. Certainly these days, I do not recommend going, like, just like blindly full crits on every single character. Not a good idea. Let me see what my build is for them. Yeah, 17 crit, 3 dodge, and 6 additional right there. Okay. Yeah, I probably... I mean, I wouldn't change their build or give them equips or anything like that until they get their EZA. By the way, that is something I strongly recommend and encourage, especially to global players. Way too often, I feel like global players will see a unit coming on JP, like an EZA or something like that, and then they'll change up their build. But I think that's foolish to do these days, because oftentimes we get these major like equipment events and stuff like that. Like I saw these global players changing their builds for their units, but it's like, dude, the 8th anniversary has the Power of Wishes equipment event, which comes out. You're gonna get the equips you want for like Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku just from that daily event during the 8th anniversary anyway. Like you're just wasting your good stuff right now, your resources, by doing that, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so notice a lot of this HP regen we got at the start of this turn. That's also the Connoisseur link, right? Which is 7% HP and 7% defense. The whole rotation has it, which healed us up mightily here. All right, Whis is giving support. Beerus and Whis, or the Worthy Rival Beerus is giving support as well. But again, see, like without orb changing or something like that, it's just not really too comfortable getting a lot of key with them. We just need to be lucky. So that's one of the major things I would like to see improved. So let me know what you guys think of the LR Beerus and Whis right here. They are certainly pretty terrible right now, right? But we'll see what their LR EZA is going to look like after they actually get that EZA. I mean, look, they're getting cooked in Infinite Dragon Ball history, bruh. We got blasted in here. I'm going to need a little bit better from Beerus and Whis. Hopefully, I think that the LR God Goku EZA, he does seem very strong and very good. So I'm thinking that we could probably also see this Beerus and Whis maybe get a pretty strong EZA. We'll see. And it is good. A lot of these teams, Realm of Gods and stuff like that, can kind of be brought back up to par with a lot of these other teams that have come out as we, I guess, get ready. We'll see when they're going to, increase difficulty for events. But obviously it doesn't seem like it's going to be anytime soon. So let me know what you guys thought of LR, Beerus, and Whis on a 200% leader skill. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.